What surprises me most about JJK is that no one is talking about how it's clearly the greatest action anime of all time. I know you might disagree, but there isn't a single anime that has fights that look this good. I know there's Demon Slayer, but hey, Jujutsu Kaisen is better. Let's not fight about this. An important question to ask though is, what was the king of action anime before Jujutsu Kaisen? Well, we've got Attack on Titan to think about, but what makes Attack on Titan great isn't its action, so I don't think it should even be in the conversation. Okay, what about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I don't want to talk about JoJo because I think JoJo fans only want me to say the nicest things about their precious piece of fiction. And besides, no way is JoJo the greatest action anime of all time. Are you kidding me? The obvious answer to the question has got to be Hunter x Hunter. Oh yeah. Could I be overlooking something? No, I am not. Now, all you Hunter x Hunter fans must be thinking, is this dude insane? Hunter x Hunter is loads better than JJK. Hey, it's not, okay? I mean, of course it's not. JJK's Studio Mappa is likely the #1 anime studio right now, and animation has dramatically evolved since 2011 when Hunter x Hunter came out. When it comes to comparing which show has the better story, however, it's sticky territory because they're both brilliant. Jujutsu Kaisen is about a world filled with demonic-like entities called curses, and people who fight those curses by using Jujutsu sorcery, something only a fraction of the human population can do. The lead character, Itadori Yuji, isn't one of those rare sorcerers, but then he's forced to swallow this finger that belongs to the king of curses, and that plunges him into the hidden world of curses and Jujutsu sorcerers. The first season of JJK wasn't perfect, but there was nothing wrong with it either. It set up everything pretty well, and the movie Jujutsu Kaisen 0, which was fantastic, made the curse power system a lot more interesting because of Okutsu. I still don't understand what his curse technique is. In fact, I can't tell you how most of anyone's curse techniques work, but what's weird is that JJK's convoluted and impossible to understand power system ironically makes it better. With that being said, I think the full potential of JJK was expressed in its second season. It's 98.5687% of the reason I think it's the greatest action anime of all time. The whole season was a series of perfectly paced, brilliantly animated death matches. Death matches. You don't often get those in anime. Sure, there's anime that actually deliver on solid death matches like Juni Tyson, which is insanely underrated. You should watch it. But besides rare cases like that, most anime only say, hey, look at this super cool fight to the death, but they rarely are. Like the Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter, after this guy lost like half his lifespan just from being exposed to Shia Puff's aura, I thought, damn, this arc is gonna be nuts. But skip, and by the end of it, nothing too crazy had happened outside of Miriam's fight with Netero. That was disappointing. Shame on you. People hate on Demon Slayer, but it's actually one of the few anime that pulls off death matches, but not nearly as well as JJK. And JJK, yo, I didn't think Nanami wasn't gonna make it, especially after the scene where he whoops this kid. I thought they were setting him up for greater things in life, but then, yeah, that was sad. Something else I loved was how we stayed locked into a fight once it started. Demon Slayer's Entertainment District arc has the second greatest group fight in anime history for this same reason. Because for like 6 episodes straight, we stayed locked into a single high-stakes fight with 0 interruptions. When you really think about it, Demon Slayer and JJK are successful for the same reasons. They both have focused, high-stakes fights with great animation. Although I have to say that the animation and choreography in JJK's second season is the best there ever was. Like when Itadori had Mahito pinned and was just pulling off these beautiful looking combos. It was stunning stuff, and every inch of the show has gorgeous looking fights just like that. And you know that cliche line in old samurai movies that goes something like, crossing swords with someone lets you know who they really are. Well, that line describes Jujutsu Kaisen perfectly. There were a few characters here who looked uninteresting, like Dagon and Chaso. Well, that's until they fought, and all of a sudden they were like the greatest characters ever. I have never seen an anime do this before, where a character is built from nothing to everything through a fight. It's poetic is what it is. My favorite anime of all time is probably Master Keaton. It's a 1998 anime about an insurance investigator going around the world solving cases. There's a lot of poetry in it because it's exactly the type of anime that would have poetry in it, but with JJK you're not going to get some 15-minute dialogue about what it means to be a jujutsu sorcerer. Everybody keeps their mouth shut and lets their jujutsu do the talking. And it works. Like when Mei was caught in a domain expansion, that fight took Mei from a decent character to extraordinary, and she's like my favorite character in the show right now. This is Jujutsu Kaisen's poetry. There's nothing like it, and it's beautiful. Well, that's all I have to say about that. Now, go do your homework. Bye.